Okay, today's install is on an MR Triton. We are fitting a pack bar on it today, which is a hoop bar. These are the things that you get in the kit. You get your cradle, which is also your winch mount, front grille, washer bottle relocation kit, side brackets, that's the number plate winch bracket, and all the nuts and bolts that you will need. And when starting the kit, start on the vehicle first. You basically need to get everything off before even thinking about touching the bar. So the first thing you want to do is come get all these clips out. There's a fair few of them all around the joint. Take the top cover off and then pry the grill out. You will need to take these two screws off here, take the normal plate bracket thing off. So once all that's off, then you can start coming around the side. So you got these 10 mils here all along the top, then one up all the way in here. That's actually a clip. Then you want to come underneath. Now underneath you have a couple of clips and some bolts up in here. Now while you're taking the bar off, you also want to take this bash plate off here, as it will not be used. So I'm going to get started now. Just simple tear down and we'll come back once it's all off. Okay, now as you start to tear down the front, as you can see I've only taken the top part off, which is that top plate there and the grill. You have all these connectors. Definitely disconnect these at this stage, as by the time you come around to undoing all the bolts here and popping it off, you'll most likely rip these out and damage them if you don't do this now. So yeah, just don't forget to do that. There's also a 10 mil just here that needs to be taken out. Yeah, definitely don't forget that. So we're going to get onto these now and get the bar off. Okay, one thing I forgot to mention with these covers here, you need to take off because there is a bolt under here that's holding the bar on. So yeah, if you don't take that out, you won't be getting the bar off very easily anyway. So yeah. Okay, now that we've got the front bumper off, there's a few other things obviously you'll need to do. One is to remove these ducting here. Also remove the cover of the bash bar, which is a couple of 14 mils. You'll also need to take off these brackets here, these couple of 12, 13 mils. And you'll also need to remove this washer bottle. I do suggest draining it before trying to take it out, as otherwise you'll have a very wet floor. All this wiring just unclips. Remove all of it up to this point here, and then you can snake it in from behind the headlight, as the new washer bottle is going to go in this area here. You also need to remove these bumper stayers, the bash plate like I was saying before, and that's about it for now. Okay, so we're up to the stage now where we're going to be cutting this end piece off. And where you want to cut it is basically dead in line and just on the 45, just helps with fitting. Just makes it look a little bit nicer as well. I've done this side here already. So as you can see, we've cut it dead on that weld just here. And we've come in about a 45. And after that, just cleaned it up with the flap disc. Now all that needs to be done is to paint it, let it dry, and then we can start putting on all the bracketry. So I'm going to get this side done now, paint them, and yeah, we'll get on to the next step. Okay, so as you can see, this is what it looks like all finished up and painted. And nice and neat. Now we come over to the bracketry here. This only goes on one way. This is the top, this is the bottom. Get your winch plate here, Basically that'll just slide straight on. You'll be utilizing this factory thread here, and the bolts are provided in the kit. And then you'll have a big long bolt that goes through, big hole through there, and that'll be sandwiched with these plates here. So that's what these plates are for. They go on the inside of the frame, and then it just wedges it all together. So I'm going to get that on now, show you what that looks like after it's all said and done. So yeah. Okay, so once you've slipped the bracket on, you'll be loosely fitting both of these bolts here. This one's obviously a through bolt, this one goes into that thread. Don't tighten these all the way yet, because towards the end, when the bash plate comes in, it slots in here, makes it a lot more rigid. You've got 4 bolts at the front, and these ones you want to tighten all of the way. Obviously the same on this side. Once you get all of this sort of stuff done, then you can go ahead and just put the grill back in and the top plate. And now we're going to be on to essentially wiring. So all that really needs to be done for the wiring part is you need to transfer over all of this wiring here. Now this is the indicator and park wiring here. What you need to do is obviously cut this connector off, and you're going to splice into the lights that are provided, but you will need a resistor for the indicator, otherwise it'll start flashing very fast. With all the sensor stuff, it's pretty simple. It all just unclips, and the housing itself, so this part here comes out from the front, and the sensor comes off first from out the back. So I'll see if I can get one of these off one-handed and just show you how easy they are to get off. No, I don't think I'm going to be able to do this one-handed. There we go, I'll just pop off. Now that cap will just push out. So yeah, fairly simple. And once you get over to the bar and take off the punch out these pieces of metal, that there will then just slide straight in and you're home running. So I'm going to get all that done now and show you how all of it looks behind there. I'm not going to show you how to wire it up, as that should be done by a professional, a proper auto electrician. But yeah, if you're wanting to give it a go, give it a go. But yeah, you'll need your basics in 12-volt wiring. So yeah, we'll come back once that's all done and get ready to put the bar on. Okay, all the wiring's done, transferred over. The sensors do need to be extended, so that's all done as well. Put the resistor in. Doesn't look pretty, but it'll all get hidden behind the bar. When you come to the front, got the park light wiring tapped in. It just gets pushed back up, and you have your connection here for park light. Now this customer is opting to get the alpha recovery points. So these are meant for like MR, MQ and Pajero Sport. They're a white recovery point. I'm not going to show you that in this video, but you will see them at the end. So yeah, this is the best stage to put the recovery points on, as you have all the access. So yeah, I am now going to put the bar on. So the bar's on, mounts up with 3 bolts on either side. Now, you know, I was like, oh, you know, the wiring's not the prettiest, especially with this wire here that was tensioned in the middle. Well, it's kind of purposeful, I guess. I run it up along here, just above the horns. It runs straight across. It's nice and neat behind here, heaps of room. So yeah, even though it looked rough, I guess you could call it, while it was off, once it's on and it's tucked up, it works out really nice. Comes out really nice with the body lines. Probably could come up a little bit, I might adjust it now, but yeah, besides that, it's pretty much all done and dusted. We're going to chuck the skid plates on. Pretty simple. Just pop them up here. There's a couple of Allen keys that go in here. They slide into these bolts. As you can see, they're not tight yet. Yeah, so we're going to go do that and come back when it's all finished. It's pretty much self-explanatory. Plug in your plugs again up here. All your indicators, park lights, fog lights will be working. Yeah, I'm going to finish this off now and come back once it's all done. So center grill's in, bash plates done. Just needs a clean. A little bit of sticky residue on those bash plates. With the camera, if you do have a camera, you've got to kind of get a little bit nifty with it. I've just basically cut out a couple of these hexagons here to fit the plug through, and then put a couple of bolts and washers through. But it looks really nice. The non-plate mount still works, which is a bonus. Just contacts, which is not too much worry. But yeah,